Okay, recording is starting. So I think
Okay. So
the only way to start is
I mean, what's everybody's favorite slur? Type it in chat. What's everybody's favorite slur? Quick,
Yeah.
we're recording.
Yeah, let
for
us
YouTube.
know. Matter of fact, hack into the voice call and, just start letting her rip, dude. Get me off these platforms.
I don't think that's a slur, Aurora, but I like
That's
the
just
energy.
a swear word, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Luna with
my
a good
God,
one.
Luna. Oh,
Whoa. No. That's crazy. And she's allowed to say it. I'll drive by. And then JP, what's yours?
Well, since Jerry, I'm his favorite white boy, he gave me the pass.
No. Whoa, Aurora.
Whoa. So that's all of them are your favorite?
I really want to know what the one-letter one is.
Yeah. What letter can't you type into Twitch? For fear of getting banned. Is that just N for the N word?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. It's the gamer.
You just can't.
The gamer letter.
The gamer letter.
Oh my God.
It's not X to doubt. It is N to say.
To say. Everybody say it with us.
Naughty.
Did you think this was gonna be how the Pokemon design stream was?
I did.
You knew.
There's no other way for it to go.
Yeah. We gotta get him out of our system.
Horrid, since you're steering this boat, what's our first Pokemon?
First Pokemon is
Torterra, the continent Pokemon, because he's got such a massive impact on the scene.
The sharpest blade in the city. Who are you? I mean, I think first and foremost, turtle always gonna be a good Pokemon.
Absolutely.
It's hard to go wrong with a turtle, and we've discussed this before in stream as well.
There's good and bad reptile Pokemon throughout the series. And they can really miss. And I'm so glad that Torterra is just he's so iconic just from the moment you first see him. You're like, wow, what a perfect design.
Yeah, he is everything that everyone wants a giant turtle to be. Something with a landmass on its back.
And it also it plays into that, classic legend of the earth is just on the back of a giant turtle and it's turtles all the way down, and that sort of mythology, and to play into it with a landscape on top of this to tie it into grass ground. It's it's just I just can't think of a better execution of ideas for this typing and this kind of creature.
I think a really big W is that they made this really cool, legendary, and it could have been a legendary. They could have made a Pokemon with the world on its back, and instead they're like, "Hey, you want this to be your starter?" Yeah, of course I do. What are you talking about?
Go nuts, go crazy.
Absolutely. This is the only myth I fully believe in. That makes sense, Dak. Torterra's your god. Torterra's your god. I mean,
I'm trying to think.
Great color palette. Really
and
simple. I mean,
among the turtles, you got Turtonator from Sun and Moon. Pretty cool, but definitely really not to this level. I like Dreadmaw a lot. Don't get me wrong. Yes.
I love a hardy turtle. A hardy turtle is what I want.
Yeah, but I think they're pale imitations to
and
Torterra.
I'm gonna say something. I think the Squirtle line, too simple. That's an issue with a lot of the first gens. A little too simple. This one, perfect amount of detail. Got the tree and the stones and the patterning. This, I will say, the design is very indicative of its generation. This was for Sinnoh. Diamond and Pearl. The like really big geometric shapes they were really into in the designs. I don't hate it, but if anything, the nose, I don't understand why they gave it this dog nose. That's probably my only complaint, if I could call it that. I'm just confused.
Yeah, that is kind of interesting. I don't know, because I know that certain turtles like this and tortoises have that sort of beak-like nose, and maybe it wouldn't sell as well if that was also green. It might just wouldn't communicate the shape of the head.
You can kind of see it is a nose. It is hanging in front of the mouth.
Well, yeah, snapping turtles have stuff like that.
Yeah, I think if anything, I would black coloring down to the jaw as well. I think that.
Oh, maybe we'll do another stream where we redesign
where we fix Pokemon. Yeah, we could fix them.
That's another. That's another stream. Definitely.
Yes, because another thing I would also, and we could either do people's favorites, though I feel like that might be cruel, or we could have everyone submit a Pokemon design they hate.
Yeah, and we try to turn it into something good. Ooh, that's strong.
My Pokemon of choice. Aurora, I know how JP would. I already know how he would.
Make it more badass. Uh-oh.
The other little... I've got two other little... If I were to change this, choices. One, the spikes on the sides of the head, I feel look a bit goofy, and I think they could have been put on the tail. Or at least mirrored on the tail, because that design is not really anywhere else. I mean, I guess kind of in the rocks, but they are not.
Mountains.
They kind of look like funny ears.
I think
Hey, I'm just saying what I think.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm allowed to.
And I'm allowed to respond.
What?
I think the spines on the tail would make it look a little too ankylosaur and move it to the dinosaur thing rather than the turtle thing. And I think it's better as a turtle than it would be as a dinosaur.
I just think the spike ears are goofy. I think something else could have been added to the head. My second quip is that the green color for the upper layer of the armor, I think is too close in green to the grass, and it kind of blends. And maybe that cohesion was purposeful, but I would have made this green maybe a little darker, just to have it be more distinct.
Mm-hmm. I could see that. I'm guessing.
And guess who's here?
Why is Horrid on the desk?
No! Don't spray me!
No, she's allowed to be up here. It's fine. She's desk trained.
Yeah, I don't shit on the desk anymore.
God, that was a rough few years.
Yeah. But hey, we finally nailed it after 20 years of training.
I wish for nothing more. And I think I've seen fan art depictions of this.
I think I know what you're about to say, because I was going to say it.
Much like cast form, I wish weather would change how Torterra looks.
Or
not its type, maybe, but just
there's a deer that changes season.
Yes, I can't remember what the deer is called, but I know.
That's exactly what I was thinking of. I think they could do so much more with Torterra, and I wish they would. And on top of that, I think a Gigantamax form where it is carrying continents on its back would go so hard. Shit,
I feel like I've seen fan art of that as well.
Man, we're gonna design so many Pokemon, aren't we? Yeah, everybody.
Seasonal deer Pokemon. Yeah.
Dak is swimming in a pool of ecstasy right now. Dak's the happiest he's ever been. I mean, we hyped it up. I've said my qualms with it, and I do think that they could do so much more with it, and they really slept.
I agree. I think they could do a regional variant, or even a convergent evolution.
region variant where it's a sand garden, like those Zen sand gardens.
Yes,
with the
dude.
rocks.
Yes, dude.
And it's already a ground type, but it could be rock ground or something. I don't know typings that well. I don't know if that's good or it has a fatal weakness. But
I was about to say like, oh, you could do like fire ground, but then I was like, oh wait, no, Torkoal. It just already exists.
I mean, I still think. I mean, we have some stuff like Camerupt has a volcano on its back, but we actually don't have many with actual volcanoes. It's kind of just piles of hot rock for the most part. So I think a volcano could be cool. A water type version of it, where it's very much like the what are the turtles in Japanese legend with the pool of water on the top of their head?
Oh, the Kappa.
Yeah, kind of
Kappas
a twist
in
on
chat.
that.
Can we get some?
Yeah, get some Kappas in chat. But I think if they fully got rid of grass type, or even just made it water grass, so it's like reeds and like a pool of water, I think that could be something. Oh, there it is. Thank you, Dak.
Thank you, Dak. Thank you, Dak.
You're an angel. But yeah, I think. Have we spent about 10 minutes on this? I don't know. Like, I don't have much else to say. I think.
Yeah, I think I'm satisfied. I think we've appropriately glazed Torterra.
But Dak, are you satisfied? We can keep going. All my homies hate water. This is supposed to be my
Groudon gang.
I love Groudon. Groudon's my god.
I also do love Groudon.
So...
Honestly, I can't. I'm in such a toss-up between Groudon and Kyogre. They're both just so cool. Like, I probably like Groudon more, admittedly, but I can't hate on Kyogre. He's got that shit on. and by that I mean his flesh.
Yes, and I do agree with some design change. Yeah, I think that they could bring it into a modern kind of design in a cool way if they ever wanted that.
I agree. But at the same time,
how they did
he's kind of perfect.
It is perfect, yes. But like if they did the prehistoric Pokemon and then they make it an Ankylo, or even a Stegosaurus with the big rocks on its back.
Man, the freaking the Paradox Pokemon, like the early like the primal ones. Dude.
Hey dog, that's what I just said.
I know. I'm sorry.
But now I'm excited about
it.
Now that I've said it, I'm excited. We got Kyogre hating the chat.
Yeah.
I think we're ready for number 2.
Will anyone stand up for Kyogre? Welcome back, Samurai. We are recording now. We're getting into it. We've just talked about Torterra. Who's next? Horrid.
We've got Shiny Glaceon.
Ooh.
Hard to... I mean, I'm going to say right off the bat, hard to go wrong with an evolution.
It's true.
They're all good. And this one is specifically shiny. I made sure to get the shiny art for it. And I think the contrast between like the paler bluish white, I think the contrast there, like it's a bit brighter than the regular one, and I think it does look great. Good choice.
I agree. I think a lot of the evolutions are like this, but they're so simple, and they've remained so simple throughout all of their designs.
Because this is also another Diamond and Pearl one.
Yeah.
And again, the geometricness, but I agree, like the simpleness of it. I would say Sylveon is less simple, but I think that's more just because as the generations go on, it's a bit more, like the designs do get complicated as the generations go on.
That's true.
Yeah. Right off the bat, though, like, it's just such a cute idea having, like, the hair on it and stuff. I adore it so much. I'll say one quip, though. One little qualm. Bald head. Bald back of the head.
It is kind of bald back there.
Yeah. If they had pulled the design more, I think that would be cool. But I do love the little the little hair flappies.
Yeah. Oh, I wish that.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's an evolution. The Glaceon is so wonderful, and
you were hoping that ears were the flappies.
No, I was, and I think Glaceon is really close in design to kind of how Umbreon looks, just in the
simple, like sleek body.
Yeah, sleek body and like very basic shapes for the tail and the ears.
Yes, absolutely.
Which I love. I think that works really, really well for both of these designs. I just wish that blue fur went like a little further back along the head and maybe onto the back or around the collar a little bit to sort of be like a more fully grown in fur coat.
Yeah, because it's
for
cold.
Warmth.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. But like it is also made of ice, so I could see why they wanted it kind of like sleek and light. I think it would have been cool if the blue did go along the back and then the tail was the same color.
Yeah.
I mean, again, they love the geometric shapes in this generation, the diamonds and stuff. I think they could have gone harder.
Yeah.
But it's just it is one of those ones where it's simple and so good.
Yeah.
Like again,
you would have believed that this could have been one of the original evolutions.
Absolutely. Like, and again, I can't get over the bangs. I freaking love those bangs so much. Beautiful color palette. They're using multiple shades of blue, which can sometimes kind of not look great, depending on
they can get kind of lost, but they've got the values exactly where they need to be.
Love the little socks too. That's a good choice, I think.
Socks are wonderful.
Yeah.
For boa, for Glaceon.
I think they did honestly they had so many different routes that they could take with like ice themed evolution, and I think they chose the best one. Because like I'm also thinking like, what if instead of the long hair it had earmuffs or like was fluffier? But I do think the sleekness
what if they went in the direction that Flareon takes and it was covered in ice rather than fire?
Yeah. But I think the kind of like sleek design that it has and those simple shapes, it kind of makes itself, I don't know why, but like very like like elven, like very mystical, very light. Yeah, very sleek, fast. I can see this thing running on top of like layers of snow and not even leaving footprints.
It's a very understated design, which a lot of the evolutions try to capture, and I think it's exactly where it needs to be.
And again, the shiny form over the regular one. You know what? I think I will add the regular one in. So
yeah, I was thinking that we compare them side by side. Because now looking at this, I'm starting to not remember what the regular looks like. Oh, yeah.
So more muted colors, more cohesive, and less contrast. Like the pale fur is paler than shiny, and I like the shiny one a lot more. And hey, aren't you supposed to? For the most part, unless it's like a really ugly one.
Yeah, I see what they're going for with the original, though, in that, in the winter months when everything is covered in snow and ice, kind of looks muted, the same. Muted, everything gets a little muted.
And it is the fresh snow. It's the fresh snow Pokemon. It makes sense. But the other one, it just screams like, I am an ice Pokemon.
Yeah.
And I like, in the original, the blues in it lean a little towards green almost in comparison. These are like, this is a pure
that's cyan.
Yeah, like that deep like blue, like I think it, listen, I think it's just better. I love it.
It's really wonderful.
Absolutely. And so we did kind of do this with Dak, and we kind of set a precedent. So like, should we kind of discussed like how we would change the design of like the hair. Truly, the hair is my biggest issue.
Yeah, I think there's not much you can change about this one without like making it not
really
Glaceon or getting too far away from the rest of the evolutions.
Absolutely. I think getting rid of maybe the diamond on the back and having the cyan move all the way to the tail in like a stripe kind of thing might be good. Or even like a jagged kind of look, because they do love their shapes.
They do.
Yeah.
Gotta say,
but
like
I mean,
how
other
the tail and the bangs are flat, so it gives a foe. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it's so the dimension that they come up with is like for it is so well done, and again can kind of be seen in Sylveon in some ways. But I mean,
I feel like in a lot of ways this design is the precursor to Sylveon.
Yeah, honestly,
I think Sylveon is the natural conclusion of the direction that Glaceon takes the EVs.
Yeah, I would say, I guess, like, when I said, like, very elven, kind of, I think fairy type, it is close to fairy type in design. I think it's great. Oh, so good. I think that's, ready for
that's
the
about
next
all I have to say, yeah.
Yeah, it's good Pokemon.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys, we can't roast all of it.
Not a lot to say just because it's good.
Yeah. Oops, they did good.
Yeah.
Aside from one, but we'll get to that. Everyone in the chat knows. Wink. All right. Next one. We got Auroras.
Salazzle.
Yes. So I'm going to say off the bat. Love the color choices for a fire Pokemon. You don't see like dark colors and a hot pink in a Pokemon often.
Yeah, I agree. And with it, you wouldn't think that it would really fit for what's supposed to be like, you know, I know they're not always natural looking animals, but like Salazzle's not a legendary or anything. But leading into the sort of poison dart frog or super brightly colored salamanders, I think like it really worked. I was surprised that I like Salazzle a lot as a Pokemon.
Surprised.
I'm
surprised right
like,
now.
Listen, I
know how you feel.
I put it aside. I put it aside all the people that are weird, which is maybe happening in the chat right now. What's going on there, Aurora? How are we doing? I'm seeing it now. Hear me out for Salazzle, and that is a toxic lizard.
Now that is a lizard.
Yeah, and toxic.
I can't, but I will say I can't be one to judge. I get it. I get it. If I'm gonna throw stones in this glass house, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
But yeah, I think the color palette, like it is, you know, they have the like pale purple. I love the like bubblegum pink. So fun. Like the silhouette, the like spikes on it, like it's just the head shape, good lizard shape.
Yeah, love the underbite of that jaw too, adding in some like almost kind of crocodile feeling teeth with it to make it look a little tiny bit monstrous even. Also, the Japanese name is a newt. It's a newt. Yeah, that is a newt.
That you got me there. But it really shocked me. This is from Sun and Moon, as we all know. It really shocked me seeing like seeing the other ones that I can't remember. It's like the pre-evolution, the little lizard guys, and then running into one of these, and I was like, wow, that is it's different enough to where it surprised me. I was like, that is a cool design, and I love those little lizards. It's a big jump up, and I wonder which they started with first. My guess is Salazzle. Honestly, I never considered that, but I could see that now. Aurora said I like them flexible. Oh, no. Aurora, do we need to time you out so you can take a walk? Yeah. Are you okay? Do you need some water? You know, to get it out of the way, the things that I don't like about the design. The feminine proportions are just a little weird, guys. What are we doing, Pokemon Company? Hey guys, I'm gonna say it. Lizards don't have boobs. So why is this? Honestly, if it was more flat-chested, I think I would like it a bit more. Because I've kind of felt the same way, you know?
Yeah. Also, like the waist and the hips are really like.
Yeah.
There's a big gap between those.
I think if they wanted to make a chunky lizard, they should have made all parts of the limbs chunky instead of like weirdly thin in some parts. Because I love a funny little like lizard, like a little gecko. Ugh. Oh, Dak
yeah,
has
it's
a good...
Game Freak.
Yeah. Dak also has a good point with the pink fire marks on the stomach, which tells that it's also a fire type.
Yeah,
I love
good communication of typing.
It's a very... They don't do this often with Pokemon. It's a very like small detail. Like it's very like thin lined. Like they usually go pretty big with their shapes, as I've been saying. But these like flames are so detailed and small on the Pokemon. I think they did a great job with it. And I think that leads me into my first qualm with it, my first issue, which is I want more of the pink designs on it. Would you believe it? I want more flames. Would you believe that?
No, I completely agree. Like,
I think also they could have maybe had the underside be this blue, like purple, and then the pink designs on only like the gray of the skin could be something.
Yeah, you would think. I don't know. It is interesting.
It's a very busy bottom, as it were.
She's got a busy bottom, I tell you. I don't know where that voice is coming from. Why that was the
Britain.
choice?
It's coming from Britain. It's coming from Britain.
Live from England. Ah! Stop beaming it into my head.
I think another another fun thing to add more pink into it is either like a pink flame around the eye or pink like claws, just add a little more oomph to it.
Yeah,
but that might be a bit... I think the pink flame around the eye would have done really great.
There's definitely some stuff to add. One, make it look more animalistic and lean away from human.
Get those lizard titties out of here. I don't want to see.
That has got to go. But I think playing more with the sort of aposematic colors of, hey, I'm poison, I'll kill you, don't touch me.
Yeah.
Which, like, I love that they use it both, the pink flames to represent, like, it's a fire type because it's got flames on it, but also that is a real life trait of poisonous animals, is having those extremely bright colors to warn, if you eat me, you're gonna get it too. But not like that. Wink, and I'm Salazzle.
Yeah. Oh, you're Salazzle? Me and Comedy?
Yeah, and then... and then I switched my mascot out from the night, and it's been like a Salazzle under the helmet.
You open the helmet. Yeah. I mean, hey, I'm gonna point out, same head shape.
I
want to see fan art of JP as a Salazzle now. Send it to me directly.
Get that in my veins.
Yeah, dude.
I'm afraid Aurora is actually gonna... Yep, there it is.
Another really great thing about this Pokemon is the shape language. Like, the little, like... I guess these are tendrils, spikes coming off the back of it.
They only pop up when it uses the fire moves in game, so it's almost like heat vents of like.
Yeah, that's what I was.
Expels that
but like,
energy.
What would I call these little phalanges? Whatever they are, the shape of them is mirrored in the fingers, like the long limbs and stuff. The tail and like the neck are very like mirrored. Like the shape language of this is so good.
Yeah, it hits on so many good technical points, and they fumble it with the weirdly sexual kind of posing and design.
Yeah, but even like again, it has such a good design that you are able to look past the sexual. And that's saying something, because that's hard for you to look past, because you like looking directly at it.
Wait a minute.
Or feral would be a good call. Yeah, I think there's a lot of different ways that you could go about it. I think more of the heat vents could have been cool. Maybe like a mega evolution or something where it like gets bigger and like has more of the vents. Could be interesting.
At least you didn't pick Lopunny. I would listen.
That's
for people's favorite Pokemon. I will find nice things to say about. I don't think I can find any nice things to say about Lopunny.
Now, I think Lopunny's regular design is definitely better than its Mega Evolution.
Yeah, but it's just
also the Mega Evolution just looks bad because like the head is so big and the neck is so thin. Like they really didn't know what they were doing. They're like, what if we tried to make her hotter again? And it looks bad, like a botched, like some botched surgery.
The Botox hasn't gone well, Lopunny.
Yeah, my wife does love Lopunny. She is that. I mean, she identifies a lot with Lopunny is the thing. So loves Lopunny. She loves Suicune. Every Pokemon I can't stand is her favorite. Hate Suicune. I hate him. A fighting type. That would be interesting. Yeah. Oh, for Lopunny.
For Lopunny, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have anything more to say about Salazzle?
Do you? So go ahead now. No, I got everything out of my system now.
I don't know what song that was, but I loved it.
Oh, shout out in chat.
Our band is gonna go crazy.
Yeah. Okay, we ready? This is a good one.
Next one. Let's hit a good one. Spin the wheel. Ooh.
JD, put in Aggron.
JD's a real one. Oh my god. What could I say?
I do rock. I do rock with Aggron in most of the games. I like the big dinosaurs. You know?
Yeah, it's a very chunky, but also a very technical, like a lot of small
very
details in the design. The
very
like armor plates is really good. It definitely draws a lot from like the previous sort of, I guess what you would consider like the dragon designs. I'm thinking Charizard, I'm thinking Kangaskhan, I'm thinking Nidoking, Nidoqueen, that kind of body shape. But it definitely distinguishes itself. Yeah. And I can't think of another one that really shares this body type that they've released after Aggron that I think I enjoy more.
What's the green one? It's got a T.
Sceptile?
No. It's a dragon. They have a few kind of standing chunky dragons like this. I don't remember if it came out after Aggron. If anybody knows what I'm talking about, please help me.
Aggron with a Godzilla aesthetic.
Yeah. I mean, because I think like this body type is very...
Tyranitar, yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Tyranitar is the other one that I think of. There's also the axe one, but it is a little more dinosaur, like smaller front limbs and like taller.
A little more slender.
But hey, enough about them.
Yeah,
Let's
enough
talk
about them. We're talking about Aggron.
First things first, the color palette is so good. The like pale blue eye with the white and gray is just chef's kiss. You know, it never misses.
It makes you afraid to look upon this thing. It looks very dangerous.
Yeah, very blue eyes white dragon. You know, it's always good. Oh, also, its name is Boss Ghidorah. So yeah, it is based after Godzilla. You know,
hell yeah.
The kind of like almost like tactile, like the grayer parts being like a kind of more tactile like armor, like a not carbon fiber. What am I thinking of? But like just something flexible, but not as hardy as like the metal that's on it.
Yeah.
You know. I think also like the crisscrossing kind of pattern adds a lot to that. Like it's a very like ballistic vest type Pokemon. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it communicates so well that it like has a big stat line. This is a pseudo legendary. It
is hardy.
Yeah. Things beefy. I would also be remiss if I didn't say that it evolves from another one of my absolute favorites.
Yeah. The little god
is one of the best Pokemon that has ever been. I almost like him more than Aggron some days.
Whoa. Now, I'll say I like the first evolution more.
Aggron is very cute.
Aggron is a little guy. Him and Duskull hang out in my mind. They got little masks, you know?
And the head plating for Aggron, it's so close to looking off or goofy in some kind of way. Trying to like sort of take it apart piece by piece, it like any part of it, if you took it away, it would not work at all. But together, it is just such a cool like symphony of interlocking plates that just, it's just such a badass look.
The back of the head, very reminiscent of like samurai helmets.
Yes.
Is what I'm thinking. You know, and like if you took away like these shoulder spikes, it would be such a bottom heavy like design. Like they put the perfect amount of detail into this. Like they really thought about it, you know? The horns of like the Pokemon going through the like more helmet-esque one is great. It's so good. And this one does have a mega that I don't know super well, but you know.
Yeah. Big head. Big head mega.
Yeah. Like
but that is very cool. I think I like the base a little bit better.
Yeah, I think like it's hard to beat a classic. The like one bottom tooth, good look. Love that in a monster. The issue, like the one thing I would say, I think like the holes in the design throughout the evolutions are very integral to the design, and I wish there was some more of that detail.
I could agree. Yeah.
Like maybe make the shoulder pieces metal and have a hole through the kind of fin part. But I mean, again, yeah, maybe more spikes again. Maybe like going down the tail or something. Just, I think the shape cohesion is not here, which isn't bad. Like the straps like on the gray parts of the body are what is cohesive. The metal has no cohesive shaping, and that's the one thing I would want to see. But I mean, again, hard to go. Yeah, like I'm grasping at straws.
You're just to come up with desperately reaching for things that just, you know, maybe this would be a little bit better if it were like this or whatever.
Yeah.
The one thing to me that has always stood out about this design, as someone who's like tried to do a sketch of Aggron before, that head is so particular and it does not look nearly as cool.
It's like standing in this pose only.
Yeah. If you rotate it 10 degrees either direction, it just becomes so much harder to understand.
If you close that jaw, it's over.
Yeah, it's very purposefully designed to be in this pose, and it looks amazing in this pose.
That is like a funny thing. That's a funny thing to consider, like when they were making the games and they weren't gonna make, you know,
3D models,
like a show or 3D models. Yeah, they're like, fuck it, who gives a shit? Like, who cares what the I guess
JD made it just in time to see us talking about his boy.
Yeah, we're in the middle of talking about him. It's been a few minutes, but we will be uploading the video if you want to go back and watch it.
Yes.
Anything that you've missed. I mean, we were glazing him like crazy.
Yeah, a lot of good things to say about Aggron.
It's hard to go wrong with an Aggron.
I'm gonna throw in another one. Aggron is everything that Rhyhorn wishes he was. Right on.
Yeah. I do like Rhyperior. I like when I was talking about how I usually run with an Aggron in my party, also Rhyperior, which is the evolution of Rhydon.
Yeah. I still don't think Rhyperior holds a candle to Aggron.
No, yeah. I do think Rhydon is good, and I get what you mean. Like, they really were like, what if we did this again, but bigger and better? But I listen, can't go wrong with the Rhydon. It's just a funny guy. Just a funny guy. Rhyperior is the little brother to the Chad known as Aggron. Well,
I do not like Rhyperior.
Okay. Yeah, that's okay, JD. You love Aggron, and that's all that matters, right?
The only thing that's good about Rhyperior is that he has the word hype in his name.
Yeah, the design I think could have been done better. I think the idea of like it being like made of bricks and shit. Like, I think that's cool.
Yeah.
I think it could have been executed better, for
Definitely.
sure. Also, he's just got like a big round head. I don't know what's going on there.
I don't love the colors either. I think the orange is just such a huge departure from the base design. It's just weird.
It does evolve with a held item, and the colors come from the held item.
Yeah.
So that's where that is. But I do agree, it could have been more cohesive. Like a cement themed like version of it would have been really cool. Like concrete, Rhyperior. Ugh. But we're not here to talk about.
We're not here to talk about
it. We're here for Aggron.
We're here.
Now,
and Aggron's always been there for me.
Yeah, every night before bed he tucks you in.
It's
I think so. I googled what the shiny version is in case it's been done. The shiny version is that the gray turns like dark teal and the eye is red. So kind of a sleeper shiny. The one thing I would love, because it's the iron armor Pokemon, iron isn't white. I would love a more metallic color palette for that metal. And like, I mean, I guess I like the gray, you know? JD's still going hard on Rhyperior. JD's got a grudge.
Rhyperior looks like his top speed is 10 feet a minute.
But like, so like the white in the Aggron design, while it is good, I would be curious to see them go for like
almost for like a Steelix kind of.
Yeah, I think that would be cool. And then just make like the gray darker, if anything, or change it. Who gives a shit? You know? But Mega Aggron should have made him become a quadrupedal beast and make him more
Ceratopsian, like a Triceratops.
That's what I said. I guess my mic must have cut out.
You trailed off at more for me.
My mic cut out.
Okay. So
and you can't prove it.
I do it for the video. I'll cut it out to make it sound like we finished each other's sentence.
No, hey, a little peek behind the curtain, JP. I didn't know how to say that word, and I knew you did. But don't tell chat that I'm stupid.
Okay, Gusty. Your secret's safe with me.
Unwatchable. This Aggron is sad for me because I did my. Your Nuzlocke. Yeah. Buckets! That's such a good name!
That's such a wonderful name. R.I.P. Buckets.
I love it. I love Aggron. I also think it would be interesting to see them do regional variants with this one. Of like, maybe it's Steel Fire? Could be cool.
Oh my god, yeah.
Like a kiln?
Yeah,
dude.
Imagine,
like the fire
instead of horns, like flame spitting. Yep.
Let's freaking go! That's all I got. I don't. That's the hype.
We're celebrating. Everyone in the chat is mourning for Buckets.
I know. I'm so sorry, Dad. We're gonna make Buckets bigger and better. Volcano horns for Aggron. I'm trying to think of any other typings that would be fun for Aggron. Because off the top of my head, Steel Flying, because the holes in them always reminded me of an ocarina. Or I guess that might be Steel Fairy, if like wind blowing through it to make music. That could be something.
That would be interesting,
yeah. Because again, ocarina shape. Slim Colossal. JD, if you don't shut up. We've already talked about Colossal. It's different. It's made of rocks. This one's made of iron.
That's just that one ghost ground, but I can't think of the name of off the top of my head. Which is one of my favorites, and I'm ashamed that I can't think of it.
Ligma?
Yeah. Oh, Ligma. The Ligma Pokemon. The Balls Pokemon. Yeah. Ligma, the Balls Pokemon. Ligma Balls.
That's what it says. That's what it says. It's not part of it.
Yes, JD's got me.
Yeah.
Golurk, yeah.
I knew what you were talking about. I don't know that one's name. I stopped paying attention around then. That is a U Pokemon if I've
Future
ever seen
Paradox form. Ooh, okay.
Ooh. Oh.
That is very good.
I think we're set on Aggron.
I think
we're
we
ready
are
for
as
the
well.
next.
I think we're also set on a stream where we add or take away to Pokemon designs that we think could are right on the edge.
and I'll tell stream now. I'll probably ride. Jerry just repeated what we said, but I really liked it. But I'm gonna say it in stream. I'll retype it in the server. But for the redesigning Pokemon, if you want, we could redesign your favorites or your least favorite designs. It's up to y'all.
Yeah.
I don't want to be
Or if
mean
you have,
and
like
be
a suggestion of like if you have a suggestion of like how you would want it redesigned, or maybe a convergent evolution one, like Wiglet to Diglett.
We're gonna draw so many Pokemon. Have you realized how many Pokemon we're about to draw? I can't emulate the art style of Pokemon, dude.
I can't either. I just do it my own way.
Your Bisharp evolution was good. You nailed it.
I did do that a long time ago, yeah.
Yeah. We need to find that drawing. Cause like even that a little peek behind the curtain, gang. JP and I and a few other friends at one point were gonna make a fan Pokemon game. And we were gonna fully design all of the Pokédex, like all of the Pokemon were gonna be original designs damn near.
Yeah.
I'm still doing that. I still just kinda
we should talk about the next Pokemon before we get derailed for 2 hours.
Alright. Now
the people came here with a mission.
And now here comes the stinker. I'm sorry. That felt mean. I felt mean. I'm just teasing. Hey everybody, it's Charizard.
It's Charizard.
Who could have guessed that Dragon's favorite is Dragon?
Now, listen. I know you have some thoughts about Charizard. Here's what I have to say.
We're gonna talk about the good first. DJ playing my shit.
What is there to say about Charizard that hasn't been said about Ryu from Street Fighter, about Link from The Legend of Zelda?
Wait, what do you? I can think of some things
about
that people
Nightmare
said
from
about
Soul Calibur.
I think some people have said things about Link from Legend of Zelda that nobody would say about Charizard.
What I'm talking about is the design so iconic and emblematic of the series that it is universally recognized as one of the greats, and almost everyone, at least that isn't trying to have a stick up their ass, agrees with. I think Charizard deserves that place because from the get-go, one of the strongest, coolest looking designs. Very simple, emblematic of Generation 1, for sure, but has retained enough of a cool design that he is still extremely beloved, deservedly so, to this day.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I agree completely. Like, again, the older the generation, the simpler the design. This one is so simple, and yet it is very impactful. It's impactful the first time you see it. It's impactful every other time after. Like, it's a good design. You know, the colors, the choice of that kind of like teal in the wings.
Yeah, it's such a good contrast.
I would have never thought of that. I could never think of that. The horns,
flaming tail.
like the flaming tail, the iconic flaming tail.
It's so good.
The horns are really interesting. Like, again, that's something I would have never thought of like the same color as the body, like horns. And I don't think they would have done that if they made it newer, like in the later generations.
Yeah, I agree. And you think about this design compared to the other, well, I guess there's one or two you can consider, but the other real dragon from Generation 1, Dragonite, And
I love Dragonite.
they're so different though. They achieve the dragon look in such different ways.
They do have similarities, similar color palette for one, very similar color palette, which is interesting. But yeah, I like. It's kind of like Charizard's for the boys, you know?
I kind of agree. I do think Charizard is definitely supposed to be a cool looking design.
Oh, and he's stayed cool. The attitude as well, like aside from the one in the show, which is known for having a crazy bad attitude compared to regular Charizards.
Yeah.
A regular Charizard's still gonna have some attitude. Look at that face and tell me he's not gonna have some attitude.
Yeah. He's not ready to throw hands at a moment's notice.
Yeah. And the snout design, good. The choice of the teeth sticking out, wonderful. You know?
Yep.
They nailed it. Is it time to tear down Charizard yet? Do you have anything more positive you want to say? Because I'm like,
it's just such a nice. I know we've said that it's a very simple design.
Simple and clean.
I love that the wings are like a little bit, you know,
more detailed,
a little more detailed, a little more complicated in shape. It adds that like level of detail that the design needs. The fire as well adds that level of detail that the design needs. But I think it is time. I will turn it over to you.
First things first. Not a dragon. And even in the name, Lizardon. Not a dragon. It's fully not a dragon. The later, like the megas, that's a dragon. This, though, he ain't a dragon. That ain't him. Design-wise, I think from the waist down, it's great. And I think from I think the head's great. I think the wings are great. This like part here where the shoulders are like 3 inches from each other and like have orbular shoulders. The orbular shoulders, like it just is so like think of the skeleton of this thing, you know?
Yeah. It kind of looks almost like a serpentine design that they kind of stapled a body in the middle of.
Yeah, I can see the through line right here of like.
Like if you look how the head goes down to like where the tail is, there's a snake body in there, but just
there's a snake hiding in Charizard.
Yeah, just with a little pot belly and some legs and some arms.
I will say I love a chunky like design, like a chunky feature design. So I would have wanted them to lean more into it here, you know? But I guess that is the Dragonite.
And there probably had to be some considerable difference between the two.
Yeah, that's truly my biggest issue is like it is a kind of jacked design. And that is just how they drew reptiles back then. Like Feraligatr looks like it got hit by a truck. I'll say it.
I love
it's really fun. Yeah, he's a cool dude. He's real bumpy in the anatomy stuff.
Yeah,
but that's again indicative of the time. One thing I would like a variant of Charizard. I'll say this: I don't think he needs any more. I think he's good on different kinds of Charizards.
But he will get more.
I know, and I'll say, since we're talking about the kind of serpent thing, flying serpent, Quetzalcoatl, that would be a cool variant. Yeah. Limbless Charizard.
Yeah, I would like that a lot.
Because I think those wings are perfect for a Quetzalcoatl.
Absolutely. Yeah, I think it would be really interesting to see a take on Charizard that has a sort of where we lean away from the Dragonite design, where like more stereotypical dragon, but just like more evenly proportioned. So either beefier arms or skinnier legs with a little bit less of that pop belly.
I would love if this dragon had biceps. Do you know how over the moon? I would be right there with Dragon saying that this is my favorite Pokemon if they gave this thing biceps. Are you kidding me? I mean, like that shape, that Aggron shape is hard to beat. But I
It
know
is.
put wings on it is gonna look funny, and that's why they made the upper body so slim, is to make it believable. I get it. I know why they did this. I
Okay,
asked.
so Dragon's given his input of how he would change design. It's cut off. Oh, it's not quite. If I was going to redesign it, I want to give him a kind of Fatalis aesthetic naturally. Monster Hunter fan identified. Make him more serpentine, as y'all said, but give him larger wings to crawl around while keeping all of his limbs. Maybe even giving him more flames. Yeah, I think what you're describing, Dragon, is a more badass mega evolution than the X or Y forms.
That does give me an idea, though, of like, because like I said, like it is a very stereotypical dragon, and its evolutions are the same, like limb, like the kind of like can stand on two limbs kind of dragon.
Mm-hmm.
I think it would be cool if we got away from dragon and went, because it's not a dragon. We went wyvern. Is the wyvern the one that doesn't have
yes,
arms?
you got it.
Yeah, and I think that would also fix my qualms with the arms. If we made bigger thicker wings and got rid of the arms and had the wings be the arms, I think that would be.
That's a really cool take. I like that a lot.
Yeah, I think that would be really cool.
Yeah.
Like, make the wings like 0.5 times bigger, and have it walking or like have those arms out of there. Those arms are vestigial. They're not doing shit.
One that I could have added into that beginning thing. What else is there to say about Rathalos from Monster Hunter?
Yep.
Just bring those two designs together.
Yeah. I think bigger wings, get rid of the. I think that's honestly like perfect kind. I mean, it's not a Rathalos really. It's an orange dragon, guys. He doesn't have arms. Must be Rathalos. Shut up, guys. Come on, guys.
Rathalos gets bodied by Charizard. That is a crazy statement. Have you seen how big Rathalos is?
They do both have temper issues. They got some sass to both of them.
There would be a battle. I just don't think that Charizard's winning.
Yeah.
But that's another stream to discuss which Pokemon could beat up which Monster Hunter creatures.
Oh, god damn it. We are gonna have to do that. Sassy as dragons. But yeah, I mean, is there anything else that you want to say about Mr. Charizard? I'm really excited.
I think I've said about all that I can. The only thing left that I would want to do is just start drawing redesigns at this point. Yeah. So I think we're obligated to move on.
I'm very much excited about like that wyvern idea, because that is a big issue that a lot of people have with Charizard, is that it's not a dragon technically. Yeah. So let's lean into that. Let's make him not a dragon.
Yeah.
I think that'd be sick. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Tune in next week.
Yeah.
Pokemon versus Monster Hunter.
I mean.
And what's next on the docket?
Next, we've got Chandelure from Miles. Miles is not here, so he isn't here to defend himself.
Mm-hmm. What is there to defend?
Yeah, you're right. It's just a lamp. I don't know. I'm trying to come up with something.
I like Chandelure a lot. I think it's a really, really fun design. A great take on Ghostfire.
Yes. The face on it, like them making Pokemon that are objects are sometimes hit or miss, you know? I know a lot of people don't like clunky, but this one hits. Like, you're like in the world of Pokemon, ghosts are usually in abandoned old mansions, and what are you gonna find there? A chandelier.
A big chandelier.
It's just it's so well done. Mm-hmm. Put some respect on his name, Horrid. Whose name?
My name?
What? My name? We're getting close to the end here, folks. Also, we got 1, 2, 10. technically 4 more Pokemon to get through.
Mhm.
And for those of you that tuned in late, I and JP have both put our favorite Pokemon in this listing. So we will talk about them and you can talk about them. So if someone got their feelings hurt, Dragon,
you got your chance for revenge.
Yeah, you can. I mean, I don't think anybody could hate on my Pokemon. But may I add one to the list? You already had one! Ban him! Ban him!
We got another favorite? Maybe.
You can't have
We'll see.
multiple,
We'll see how long we're running by the end of this.
We're
and
only
then...
at a minute 10. Or an hour 10. So, a minute and 10 seconds. Yeah.
This is a pre-recorded stream that we talk really fast. We've slowed it down so you can understand us.
I'm going to pitch something really quick. I think I know how you'll feel, but I'm going to pitch something. We rate everybody's favorite Animal Crossing character designs.
Oh, that's fun. I don't know that much about Animal Crossing, so I feel like I might be a
I
good
mean,
metric to measure. Like, I have no personal attachment.
Like, the wiki has all of the animal villagers, and they're sorted by animal species. So like really easy to find some good ones.
Anyway,
the issue is that there's so many. Okay,
Chandelure.
anyways, yeah. First off, color palette phenomenal. The yellow eyes, great. Really helps make it stand out.
So few other Pokemon use blue flames outside of like Charizard Y or whatever that one modified one is. I can't think of any off the top of my head else that uses blue fire.
The ghost type Marowak from Sun and Moon has teal. It's teal flames, so not exactly, but it is blue.
It's close.
Yeah, but it is usually ghosts is what they have orientated. I forgot what word I was going to use. It's those types that have the blue flames. They associate that, which makes sense. Will-O-Wisp and whatnot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. I get this.
And Litwick. Yes, Litwick's good.
Yeah, Litwick's so good. Oh, so cute. This, I wouldn't say this design would fit into the early games because it's quite complex. It has a lot of complicated shapes. It's an inanimate object, which they weren't really doing a lot of at that stage. But it is very simple in its execution. Like simple shapes, single color objects.
Yep.
The
just
flames
the pad,
are
the design, the patterning on it is a bit complicated, which it should be. Now, I will say one that it makes me think of from the earlier games, that also has a similar body type, Baltoy, the clay puppet.
Oh yeah, I could see that.
Like the same kind of circular eyes and plain face and the floating body and then the limbs sticking out from the sides, but very similar. But I do think this one is a bit busier. Like the limbs curling on it are a bit.
Hey, I just got messed up in a big way, and I need you to hold my hand and take a little journey with me.
Okay.
It's face, right? Chandelure's face.
Chandler from Friends?
Yeah.
Well, hey, he gets the ghost type now. For those of you that don't know, the actor that played Chandler from Friends passed away last year, I think. That's the joke I made.
R.I.P. Anyways,
so the face.
Chandelure's face. What if those little yellow dots are not its eyes, but instead it's bright and glowing cheeks, and those little vertical lines are the eyes instead, like Kirby?
Oh my god. I don't think that's true, but I like where your head is at.
Yeah.
Because I wish they did more Kirby eyes in these games. That's one thing I'll say for sure.
Yeah.
Oh my god, dude.
And I think it looks cool either way, but that's such a... I have the power to change Chandelure's face in my mind.
These are the eyes. Now these are the eyes. Did you like my response to Samurai's question?
Oh, I don't think I heard it. What was your response?
It's in the chat. You see how he doesn't pay attention to you guys?
That was you. Yeah, I'm so sorry.
Yeah. You see the green sword? That means it's me.
Yeah.
That means it's
Pangoro
me.
is a crazy strong pick for that, though. You're 1,000% right. And his Pangoro's dap up partner, could it be Lucario?
Oh, that's interesting. I feel like Pangoro would break that twink, but
see, but Lucario's got aura, is the thing, literally and metaphorically.
Yeah, and honestly, I'll say it. I think Machamp is too white to dap up people.
Slacking. I think Slacking could deliver a devastating dap 50% of the time.
Oh my god, dude! Yes, yes. Anyway, Chandelure.
Anyway, Chandelure. I don't think I have a single negative thing to say about Chandelure.
Yeah, I can't think of, because it is just like very to the point with what they wanted. Mm-hmm. You know, it's a Chandelure.
It's an obvious design that's executed perfectly, I think. Yeah. It's almost like as good to me as like the evolutions are, where there's just nothing wrong with them. There's not a lot of faults to find. You could say like, oh, it'd be nice if this was different or this was different, but truly, you couldn't add anything or take anything away to improve. No,
I think the
design.
I think the Kirby eyes are gonna change me for the rest of my life. I love Kirby eyes.
What if that was the yellow part and instead?
No, I like.
And the circles were blue.
I don't know. Now, one thing I'll say right off the top of my head, I'm thinking an alternate type where it's fairy fire, and so it's like an alive like one of those beautiful like crystal chandeliers that you see in like old-timey Christmas movies. You know what I mean? Like just so expensive, and I think that would be a cool.
Ooh, and what if it was like rotated, so it was hanging in the reverse direction, and it had like you said, those big crystals hanging from the spots where the fire.
Yes, that's exactly it. Yes, that's exactly it. Fairy fire here. Now that's a candelabra, and I think I know the difference. Maybe as an evolution, add chains hanging over it. Oh yeah, just make a bigger, more gothic Chandelure. Could be a cool evolution to it. I thought it did have one. I could be wrong. Is this the final evolution for this Pokemon?
This is the final evolution, yeah.
Okay. I'm crazy then. Ignore me. But yeah, I think immediately, like, my mind goes to, what if it wasn't a dead Chandelure?
Yeah. What if it was full of life and love?
Yeah, and the pursuit of happiness. Shout out Will Smith.
Shout out Will Smith.
Yeah, I can't really think of anything.
We will not be shouting out Jaden Smith.
I feel like maybe like the very spindly limbs, I think I would like them either bigger or have more of them, which would make the design even busier, but that's just my only thought. Like just thicker, more sturdy looking limbs.
Yeah, I just truly cannot think of a different.
Yeah. I mean, they did it. Yeah, that's the ghost Chandelure. They did it. We all got it.
Yeah.
Congrats.
It's amazing.
All right, on to the next one. And now, so this is the last one of everyone from the server, and then after that is mine, and then the last one will be JP's.
Yes.
So, the last of y'all's, it's Giratina from Jerry.
From Jerry.
Jerry.
So
now I'm gonna say right off the bat, we included both of its forms because technically it can just do that. It does. It's not a mega evolution or anything like that.
They just let him do that.
They just let him do that. And again, I I've noticed a lot of Sinnoh fans, a lot of Diamond and Pearl Pokemon coming out. I love it.
It was a good era. It had a lot of good designs around then.
The dark people. I mean, right off the bat, when I saw Giratina in game, I shit and pissed myself. Also, Dragon, shout out, I agree with you. I like Palkia a little bit more. I love Palkia's.
Yeah.
Anyways, Giratina, the gold headpiece of it, it really gives a kind of like ancient pharaoh vibe. Which I don't know if that's what they were going for. I don't know a ton about Giratina, so correct me if I'm wrong. But that's like, and along with like the stripes on its neck, it kind of gives pharaoh vibes.
Yeah, I agree. They really do sort of lean into the... I think Giratina succeeds in the most deity-looking out of the three between him, Dialga, and Palkia. For sure. He definitely has the most presence among them.
I feel like it's also like of the ones where it's like there's of the trios of Pokemon legendaries, I feel like Giratina's is one of the few where it's like, no, that one's Satan. That one's supposed to be the devil, you know? Like that is what he is. He's kind of like the Pokemon devil. And it's really interesting because like they don't touch on evil Pokemon that much. Like maybe Darkrai, shout out again.
Yeah.
But Darkrai's more of like a nightmare kind of thing. This one is just like the devil.
Yeah.
It's hard. It goes hard. Yeah, he's meant to be singing. Yeah.
I will say the origin form over the altered form is definitely stronger for me.
Really? I'm opposite. Because I don't like its weird finger wings. I think the wings of the top form, the altered form, just look way better.
The wings definitely do look cool on the altered form. I completely agree with you there, but I think the origin form having those weird wings and the serpentine body and the way that it sort of moves through space unnaturally helps to sell how inhuman and terrifying this creature is. When it walks on its 6 little legs, it looks so pedestrian. It doesn't look as intimidating to me.
It is a huge Pokemon, but I get what you mean, like the in-game sprites and stuff. But I would say, again, in a positive light for the legs, it's one of the few Pokemon with this body shape of like kind of dinosaur-esque and 6 legs. You know, there's a million worms in this. There's a million worms in this damn series, and I'm sick of it. I think they're overdone. I think the top form for Giratina is the most unique of the two. It's not to say I don't like the origin one as well. It's just I love a big chunky lad. I've said it time and time again.
I will say the altered form's feet, like those claws, the way that they protrude out, and like how you can see the depth of them between the one on the left and one on the right. Very cool. Like that shape of the claws is those do look very cool. I like both. Don't get me wrong. I just like the origin a little bit better.
Yeah, I get it. And I'm the same but opposite.
Whoa. We're the same but opposite?
I need to message you. Do you remember that other overlay that you had?
Yeah.
Just wondering. One thing I'm curious about, what does it mean renegade Pokemon? I'll be real, I didn't play this one. I didn't play a lot with Giratina. So I don't know what renegade.
As I understand, it stands as like opposition to
like a rebel, like Satan falling from grace type of thing.
Yeah, it represents like chaos rather than the orderly forces that Palkia and Dialga represent.
Yeah, I think the color palette really exudes that chaos as well. Like you can tell that.
The background is just a bunch of scrolling Pokemon sprites. I thought it looked
no.
cool.
I think think he means the Pokemon box, the green Pokemon box.
Oh.
That's from the games.
Yeah, I forget which game it is. I think it's the black and white one, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. It's just a box, guys.
Mm-hmm.
What? I mean, I guess maybe Mr. Mime's in the slideshow of Pokemon behind it?
Yeah, he probably is. I don't know where in the slideshow he's going to show up. I've seen a lot of the other ones. Oh, I saw Darkrai in there. That's fun.
Yeah. There's a lot of Pokemon here, guys. It's not just Mr. Mime. What are you guys talking about?
I'm not sure what's going on. But yeah, I do really like Giratina's like representation of chaos in as opposed to the orderly and controlled forms of Dialga and Palkia. Like, they're really cool. Are you okay?
Sorry, what Dax said really got me. Oh my god, that's so fun. It's just I feel really strongly about Giratina, so I'm crying.
You just love him so much.
I love him. He's a badass. He's kind of like the first Pokemon badass, you know? Like, we have the Y Pokemon. He's kind of like a Hot Topic badass too. But like Giratina's like But Giratina's the OG like badass Pokemon. Mm-hmm. You know? He's the one that did it.
Yeah.
What is everybody talking about?
Yeah, what are you guys talking about, Mr. Mime?
Is there a glitch or something in the stream?
Is something like Twitch going on? Are they did they pick up that it's a Pokemon stream and
maybe refresh the page? It could be your monitors.
Yeah, definitely try refreshing. I think that
it
must be something going on with Twitch.
I don't see it on my end. Do you see it on yours?
No, not at all.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's weird. Hopefully that fixes it. Let us know, guys.
I do hope that fixes it.
Yeah, because that sounds upsetting, whatever you guys are going through, and I'd hate for that to continue.
Yeah, I'm sorry if that's really annoying. I'm looking at everything on my end, and I don't see like anything in Streamlabs that
could be Mr. Mime adjacent.
Yeah, it's really kind of strange.
Huh. Anyways, I guess we'll just have to power through.
Yeah.
When it comes to Giratina, I can't think of a way I could change its design for the better.
He's got the benefit of having two designs already.
Like, I'm just focusing on the one. Like, I said how I would change the Origin one to have better looking wings. The finger wings are weird.
I kind of like the finger wings, honestly.
I know you do.
I see them... I would maybe change them to be like a little more formless, like his altered forms are, like almost like smoke coming out.
Shadow.
Yeah. That's just how I see it in my head more so than how it actually is, which is my problem.
I feel like one thing I personally would like more, and I know that this is like a more me thing, it's just the aesthetic. I would like more gold in it. Like maybe the limbs are solid gold, because then that would explain maybe it just sheds those limbs and turns into like the worm form.
Yeah, that would be really cool. Yeah, there's like a weird lack of cohesion between the two designs. In a really like, weird way.
I think like the neck and like the neck pretty similar, but I think if it had gold limbs and then like
what are we talking about with this Mr. I don't understand. What is this monster? What can't you take anymore?
You guys take a screenshot and post it in like the server or something so we can see it. We don't see it.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about.
I want to help fix this.
Yeah.
Jerry's losing it. But if the limbs were gold and then it kind of like slides out of those and like the spikes are what hold the limbs to it. Like, I think that would be cool. Like kind of like prosthetic limbs for the Pokemon. Maybe it lost it in a fight like when it fell. I think could be cool. You don't get a lot of Pokemon whose injuries are in its designs. Jerry, do you need
Man,
a
Jerry's
timeout?
really going through it. I don't know
Yeah.
what's happening over there. This is your Pokemon. Like I figured you would be like the most locked in for this part of the stream where we're just kind of riffing about
Jerry,
the design.
Jerry, we've been hyping your guy, I think, more than any of the other Pokemon. Like, we have almost no notes. Breathe, man. Breathe. Oh, Aurora posted the screenshot.
Oh, I don't have my Discord open right at this moment. What does it look like?
I guess, like, I think it's on the left side, so, like, over Giratina in the box. It looks like Mr. Mime is there. Like,
what?
Through a thin veil. Like, a thin veil. Like, he's breaking through. It's really odd.
What the hell?
Is that what all of you see? Is that everybody sound out? If that's what everyone sees, is there anyone that doesn't see Mr. Mime here? Yes.
Let me pull up Discord on my phone and take a look at this screenshot.
Yeah.
I don't.
On the left, escaping. Oh my god! Everybody sees this. Is there some kind of? I
guess it kind of looks like Mr. Mime.
Yeah.
It just looks a little smudged to me. I don't know what you're talking about. Maybe if we move on to the next Pokemon, the screen will change and like things will go.
Hold on. Here, I sent you. This might be a fix. On JD Radio Static. I sent you a message on Discord. I feel like that might help. You could do that on your end. What do you think? Yes, no?
Oh, that might.
Yeah. I guess. So, what we're gonna do, turn off the Mr. Mime overlay and see if he goes away.
Oh!
Guys! We fixed it. It was just the Mime overlay.
Yeah, I think that did it.
Yeah. Do you guys see him still, or is he gone now? He's gone.
He's gone? Finally. Oh, that's good. Yeah.
That's good. Yeah, that was a weird thing that you guys.
I'm glad we were able to figure that out.
Yeah.
That one out.
I guess like the clicking on for the overlay put him there. That's so. That makes sense, I guess, if you think about it. That was. I'm gonna say. Okay, should we address that at all, or should we just go to the next Pokemon?
We can address it. I'll cut it out if I upload this video.
That was the funniest bit I've ever done.
Yeah, I think we both
everybody
locked
knew
in
exactly
to really commit.
I feel like everybody knew we were gaslighting. Maybe. I feel like we can't be that clever. Why did you have a Mr. Mime? Okay, maybe they didn't know. Before the stream started, I sent. Do you want to put it up, the opacity up all the way so they can see it?
Yeah, let me.
Before the stream started, I sent JP this PNG of Mr. Mime from Detective Pikachu, and I said, "What if we put it on low opacity when it's Jerry's turn?"
Yeah, I didn't see an amazing opportunity at first, but like that Horrid kind of clued me in.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. This was perfect. Yeah, I specifically searced for the PNG of you. Okay, get him off of there. Get him out of there. Get him out of there.
We'll get him out of here. We'll get him out of here.
No, dude, I don't think you should cut any of this. This was too funny. Oh, Jerry's reaction.
Motherfucker.
We thought it'd be funny, and hey guys, thank you so much. It was hilarious.
Appreciate
and now,
the big reactions.
Yeah. But okay,
he didn't slowly fade in. I just fully turned him on to that low opacity. And I'm guessing like maybe you were looking away for a second, which is exactly what I was hoping for.
Yes.
That at least some of you wouldn't see when I turned it on.
Scared that. We wanted to make you guys feel crazy, and I think
I think we did.
Yeah,
that's the kind of energy that Giratina brings to the party, I think.
Yeah, it's Giratina's fault.
Yeah.
I did turn away some lime slowly escaping. I can't wait to rewatch this entire stream. This is gonna be so fun.
Next Pokemon?
Oh, yeah, next Pokemon. And now, everybody, since we pranked you, some revenge. My favorite Pokemon. It changes a lot. It took me a long time to settle on this. Nidoking.
Nidoking. Translated to Nidoking.
Yeah, the most me Pokemon I could come up with. He's big, he's spiky, goated choice, I know it. Hey, tell me about it, brother. I know. Oh no, Aurora!
Oh no, Aurora!
Big ear, he's ready to fly. Let him fly, let him fly. You're allowed to say what you feel. We said what we felt about yours. It's only fair. And I'll start, with the positives, and I could probably get into negatives if I tried hard enough.
Yeah.
If I really thought about it. Positives. Color palette is the best. The purple and teal. Yeah, it's poison. I see it. I see it here.
Yes.
The spikes, the big ears, like Nidoran is so freaking cute, And I'm glad that they kept like the mouse ears through the evolution. It wouldn't read as a mammal-esque Pokemon if it didn't have the ears. That'd be another lizard.
Yeah. It does give a lot more that leans to lizard though.
Yeah. It's like a weird splice between the two, but Nidoran is not as segmented. It's, more mouse adjacent.
Yeah.
Looks more waterfall. Yeah, that is one of my issues. I don't see the ground type in it. I don't see the drill Pokemon in this drill Pokemon.
Yeah.
I would have loved something different there, But I mean, the body shape, great. The segmented parts of it to make it look tough, great. That's him standing fully like straight up though, really tiny legs. It is the it is that Ghidorah body type,
which is not bad.
Which
Can we talk about his feet and the big long?
No, we can't. Next.
It looks like he's wearing very long white shoes over extremely baggy pants.
He's got some tube socks on.
Yeah.
Ooh, the baggy pants. Now it's kind of giving me like 80s vibe of like the bell bottoms. I like that.
He should have a double neck guitar and some cheetah print.
A medallion. Now, Nidoking, again, one of the ones I always run with. You can see a theme. Aggron, Nidoking, Rhydon. I love my Godzilla-esque bullets.
Yeah. It's hard not to. They're just such strong designs. They handle the like sort of semi-anthropomorphic, bipedal
in a way
the
that
best.
That Lopunny has not done.
Correct. Yeah. And I also think, the merging of the sort of more lizard-like and reptilian elements and the big ears, that's what serves it well for it being a Pokemon. It doesn't feel like an actual creature. It feels like something fantastic.
And I think that is something that they've kind of lost in the later generations. It's like splicing two different existing creatures, not like a creature and an element. But this one is literally like two animals.
Yeah.
And I love it. I love the like very like body armor, like segmented parts. I love the 3 pointy fingers for like digging and stuff. The spikes on its back are a beautiful shape. The horn, Yeah. The segmented tail, like it's so perfect to me. The teeth, like
the way it plays so much more aggressively with its design elements than Nidoqueen does is just, it makes like that part of the dynamic is so cool.
I was gonna say the fact that like it does have that like counterpart, and it was one of the first few that had gender like differences between its evolution.
Yeah. I think they should do more with like sexual dimorphism in
absolutely.
I think that'd be a lot of fun.
I would love a male Lopunny. I would love a male evolution for Baneri. That's something I hear a lot of people say. Because, like, if you have a male Baneri and it evolves, like, I'm sorry, guys. Or at least make it to where Lopunnies are only female, similar to Salazzle. Like, there's an issue here.
I'd be good with that. Male Salazzle.
Yeah. He needs more spikes, like a porcupine, in my opinion, to fit his aggressive nature. I mean, he does have a lot of spikes.
Yeah,
you can see multiple on his back and head and ears. I would like spiked elbows
maybe
instead of like the pads.
Some spikes running along like the upper segments along the tail would be cool.
Yeah. Lean into the Godzilla.
Yeah.
Oh, JD. Oh my god, JD.
Wow. The levels of accuracy. With that is...
Now I'm gonna say my first design change. While I do love how it looks, I think it would look better if it had stuck with the pink and teal of Nidoran. I like the kind of more bubblegum pink. I would have loved to see that. Also, the spots. I know it got rid of its spots because that's what animals do when they're young, is have spots for camouflage. It's neon pink. It's not camouflage in anything.
It's not an animal as well.
I think, I though with the segments, spots might be kind of weird. But I think, I just love that pink for Nidoran so much that I think it would have looked cool here. I don't know what the shiny. I'm going to pull up the shiny. Shiny Nidoking.
It's pretty different because that was back when shinies were truly randomized. It wasn't like
it looks like Nidoking. And would you believe it, Nidoking shiny is green, so it doesn't look like but it's just like that kind of like just pale cotton candy blue, which I don't hate, but I think leaning into that pink, I really love that Nidoran pink.
Yeah, Nidoking is just one of those designs where it is that early and there's just not much you can take away or add that would really
This was a complicated design.
Yeah.
This was a complicated design.
This did have a lot going on. And I think they gave the more complicated designs to the higher statted creatures to make them look more significant and imposing. Outside of Dragonite, for some reason, who is the most basic looking thing in the world.
Love it, so cute. Well, it's don't judge a book by its cover kind of thing.
Yeah, definitely.
I already said the legs I think could have been done better, and I think they kind of maybe fix it a bit in like the 3D models a little more. It is kind of a Kangaskhan bottom heavy Pokemon, so I get it. The feet are crazy. I'll give you that.
I don't know. You say bottom heavy, it retains its proportions sort of as you move up through its body.
He's just always squatting,
Yeah.
Which gotta be painful.
Not if your legs are built for it.
Yeah. I think the feet are supposed to be kind of a throwback to when it was a Nidoran and had like the little like taloned paws.
Yeah.
But they did it poorly.
It could also just be like an easier way to represent it with the graphics at the time rather than artwork.
I would also say, I said this at the top, it being a ground type is not obvious.
Yeah,
so I would change the typing, or like it's a drill Pokemon. I've seen people do fan art where it has drill like hands, or like just better ways to dig through the earth because it's supposed to like burrow,
Yeah.
I would love more elements like that, but I do love it. I love the shape of those spikes, like the rounded edges.
I would like more elements like that, but I also wouldn't want to change a lot because then you lose how good this is.
I would like to see it as variants, or maybe a different, like a mega evolution or something like that. But it is hard to kind of change such a good Pokemon. Does anyone else have any complaints? I hear Dak said dad bod. That's why I love him. Listen, if JD said that he had Lopunny named E-Girl, I can say one thing about Nidoking. Can I not?
You can't. That's getting cut.
I hate you. I'm getting cut. The budget for me is being cut.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be in stream anymore.
See ya.
I mean, I don't think I really have anything else to say. Like, it is a great Pokemon. I love the teeth. I love the spikes. I love the sharpness. I think it really represents what I like in Pokemon the most. I mean, you saw my list of favorite Pokemon through the types, you know?
Yeah.
And I think this one really, like, there was a through line, and this one kind of sums up the through line the easiest. Of, like, really cool, aggressive-looking Pokemon.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree. I think it is the most logical choice for what your favorite Pokemon would be. That isn't a legendary, at least.
Yeah, a lot of my favorites are legendaries, unfortunately. And while some people did choose that, and some people, like, a lot of my favorite Pokemons are starters as well, and while some people did choose that, I decided that I wouldn't, because I think this was a more interesting choice to talk about.
Yeah.
For me, like, my favorite legendaries and my favorite starters, they're not interesting.
I think it's
Everybody
more representative.
Yeah, for sure. It's good. Hey, are you ready to be put on blast?
Oh gosh, yeah. Okay, so
and now
for the
this layer is called streamer privilege, and you guys are gonna see why.
I have invoked a little bit of streamer privilege. I truly can't decide between these two Pokemon. They're both just so good design-wise to me. And yeah. I'm fully prepared to be torn apart by all of you hounds in the chat.
And I will, like, when we were discussing, like, me putting Nidoking, immediately my mind went, are you going to pick Froslass or Bisharp? And I asked him. Like, these are your Pokemon, you know?
They really
and again,
are. Trash pick. Elaborate. Basic. That's a crazy thing to say.
Dak, don't make us bring the turtle back into this.
Yeah. You picked a starter.
Whoa. Don't say something you'll regret. Whoa, everyone's being really mean to you right now.
Oh, what do you mean right now?
Gosh.
Bisharp feels kind of basic.
Great. I think they're wonderful design.
An edgy wannabe choice.
Wow. Hey, now we all have to say something.
Emo.
No, definitely not.
Yeah,
now we all have to say something nice about JP. Okay. Okay. Bye, Dak. Yeah. Yeah. No, absolutely. Get out of here.
Bisharp is cool, but still,
everyone's
still cool. But
no, I don't see anything. Okay, I'm gonna start talking now. Everybody, shut the hell up. This is why I'm. And guys, this is why I'm in the stream and you guys aren't.
Ooh, that's my Rock.
No, Rock isn't here right now.
So maybe I start since they're my.
No, me start.
Oh.
Yeah, you can start.
So, obviously, Bisharp does evoke a lot more samurai design than he does knight design. But I think the naming scheme of the line being chess pieces does kind of drive me more towards the sort of the medieval, the knights and castles sort of vibe. And the pose that Bisharp is always portrayed in, with the one hand up as if issuing a challenge, I think is so good. I love the shape of his head and the face, the way it is that sort of angry and aggressive, almost masked by the helmet sort of expression. Yeah. The big axe head is so cool. I love the blades on the chest. I love the dynamic between it and, oh my god, what is the previous evolution?
Pawniard,
yes.
Pawniard, yeah.
Oh my god.
I did it.
my memory slips further for me every day. Between it and Pawniard as a sort of like master and apprentice kind of role.
I genuinely thought these Pokemon were bug types.
No.
Because they do look buggy.
They do kind of look buggy, which I appreciate.
That is, yeah, that's something, and I know you love a bug type, but that is something that I've seen them do, like the armored guy bug Pokemon, like Ladybug, Ladian, you know, the very
Heracross.
What is it? Yeah, well, Heracross isn't a man dressed as a bug. These ones kind of are. Ladian definitely.
Yeah,
like
Ladian.
They're very not Gundam, but like
Excavalier from JD.
Yeah, absolutely. Like they're very not even Excavalier. I'm talking about like these humanoid looking bugs that look like Japanese superheroes. Like they're segmented, they have the helmets, they've got the shoulder pads, you know. This guy looks like he would beat the shit out of the Power Rangers. Like this looks like there's a man dressed as a sharp bug. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And Ladian has the same kind of... Yeah, Kamen Rider, that's what it is. Thank you. I could see him in my head, but I couldn't like name him. But
I also
and that's what I love.
The typing as well. Dark Steel is really just perfect. I feel like that's really out of the box and maybe not what you would expect. I feel like you might expect Fighting Steel from Sword Blade Pokemon.
Like yeah.
Yeah.
Not a dark type in my eyes, but just so cool. Such a wonderful design. He has a lot going on, which again, the generation.
Yeah.
But like it's so cohesive. Like the white arms, the white feet, you know, the pops of yellow on the face and like on the shoulders a little bit.
Yeah.
It's great, dude.
I saw somebody else
basic to everybody else
talk about... Dragon asked about what about King Gambit. King Gambit just doesn't get there for me. I think it's very cool, but the evolution of Bisharp.
It has an evolution?
Oh, have you not seen it? You should look it up.
It has a new one, right?
Yeah.
It has a new... I like yours better, and that's what I'm doing right now. If you don't mind.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, go for it.
Yeah.
For those of you that maybe missed it earlier, years ago, I made my own version of a Bisharp evolution called Sovereign.
You did a better drawing. Well, this
to
is
be like less gender specific.
Yeah. Do you know where the like cool one with him standing like menace? Oh no, I found it.
Yeah, Bisharp fits a niche design. A niche that I like when it comes to design. He fits in the same boat as Caesar, Armarouge. Love design. Yeah, dude. Two of my other favorites for sure. Just so wonderful. And I just don't think King Gambit fits the same. If he wasn't sitting down, I would be so with him. But the mustache doesn't really do it for me. Like,
I'm looking it up.
Yeah.
Oh. And the fact that they made him more buggy and samurai looks odd.
Yeah.
I think yours is the true evolution in my heart. I sent you the image on Discord. It's so...
I'll pop it up on stream in a minute here.
No, you're gonna pop it up on stream now.
Why don't I just don't have a great way to do that.
That's fine. I can riff. What's everybody up to? How's everybody's weekend going? It's Thursday, not a weekend. Jacob, hurry up! I'm floundering. I'm floundering. They're eating alive out here. I mean, again, like with Bisharp, I never saw the samurai thing until you just now said it. Like, I literally never once saw it. I did think he was a knight. Like,
I think it's pretty open to interpretation of like which it could.
I think The only thing that's pushing him towards samurai-esque is the feet, but that could just be how his feet look also. Like, to me, he always seemed like an ant,
So,
first off.
I've got it up on stream now. This was my interpretation of Bisharp.
Make it bigger. Make it bigger, yeah.
Sorry, I'm covering you, but I just want to show them side by side.
Cover me up. Cover me up. Sovereign's here. Also, the name, wonderful.
Not.
You did great with
I did not come up with that name. That was.
I don't care.
I
don't care. Hey!
Asked for help and someone on Reddit.
Your mouth. It's great. Yeah, this is a better evolution, I think. Just so cool. Like, very menacing. I love the crown design. Yeah! Hype them up. Glaze them, chat. Glaze them.
I wonder if I still have...
It has an air of regalness to it that King Gambit does not have.
Yeah.
King Gambit's a little goofy.
I tried to play into that a little bit better with, the chess theme of like, these are it's supposed to be the king and queen. And I used sovereign because it's less gender specific, so it could be male or female and it wouldn't have to go that way.
Be a king or queen. Yeah, I agree completely. And I just think it matches the previous designs, like the previous evolutions, way more than King Gambit. King Gambit looks so goofy. It looks so out of place next to its pre-evolutions. It's odd. Oh, Jerry's back. Okay. We gotta redo everything from the top.
Start over.
Yeah, hands behind the back, similar to Superior. Like, it has such an air of royalty and, like, I'm better than you than King Gambit ever could. This is amazing. Like, it's great.
Giant canvas strikes again. This was the original design image that I...
Oh, yeah, I was gonna send you that as well. Yeah, giant canvas, always.
Always giant canvas.
Yeah. Prevents the Pokemon from being trapped. Wonderful. High Blade Pokemon. It's fantastic.
Yeah, and I think that was... Yeah, there was Sword Blade, and I forget what Pawniard is relative.
Yeah. Little guy. Oh, he's tall? He's like a few inches shorter than me. What are you talking about, Aurora? Would you change anything? I mean, again, the gold spikes out of the head as a crown is so fucking good.
I'm still so happy with that. I'd probably change a few things about its proportions, maybe. Because seeing that its head is smaller than Bisharp's is kind of weird to me. But I guess it's not that crazy.
It's not that crazy. I think this is great, dude. So good. And hey, we're gonna draw a million more Pokemon after this, huh?
Anyways, back to the normal screen.
Yeah. I think we've said, like, is there anything you would change about Bisharp?
No, quite honestly. Maybe something with those blades in the middle, but honestly, they just add the right amount of detail to that segment.
Dragon makes a good point, and I wanna and the cape idea, where maybe female versions have a cape made out of their wings, because female bugs fly, and again they just look like beetle people to me. I don't know why.
No, they definitely have a bugness about them.
Yeah. Do you think Dark Steel fits? Like, would you change that, you think, or anything?
No, I like Dark Steel a lot. I think it's very interesting.
And if it could have a third, I'd put Bug in there. Or even Dark Bug could be cool. And then the Sovereign is Steel, Dark Steel. I think there's a lot to play with, but truly, I wouldn't change.
Losing the Steel type would be kind of a hindrance, though.
Yeah, who gives a shit? I don't play Pokemon competitively.
Well, I don't play competitively either, but Steel is better than Bug. I can tell you that much.
What are you talking about? Look at them! Look at all the bugs! Anyways, on to the next.
Yeah, on to Froslass. I remember when I had first seen this design, I was playing a
I
randomizer.
remember. Yeah, I remember when you first saw the design and told me about how you felt about it. It was crazy.
I was going nuts because I just had never imagined. In my head, I could not theorize a Pokemon that looked like this, but it's just got so many cool elements. And truly, the whole
cool. Get it? Cool.
the geisha thing, dude, could not care about. Like, that's
I
just
didn't even
a sort of a
notice that.
side thing to me.
You gotta stop, dude. I'm not noticing themes about Pokemon until you say them out loud today. I never noticed it was a geisha thing. I just thought it was like a very cute girl.
Mm-hmm. No, like the sash and the big bow tied around the back. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Well, I don't think that's
the big
necessarily
sleeves.
Hey, I'm gonna say that's not necessarily geisha. That's just like.
But with the context of like all of the rest of the Japanese elements that Pokemon designs often have, like.
Yeah.
I think that's one that you could pretty easily.
Aurora also said didn't see the. No one else saw the geisha but you. So.
Well. I'm choosing to be right in this scenario. Anyway.
Yeah. No, I think you are right with the themes of like how Froslass has come to be. I think it makes sense. Mm-hmm. But I guess less in my mind, it's always been less geisha and more like there are a lot of yokai and like legends in Japan of wronged women that become vengeful spirits. So to me, she was always a vengeful spirit, less geisha.
Yeah, and I could see both of those.
Yeah. I just feel like geisha has a certain connotation to it, you know.
Uh-oh, Dak's about to out-knowledge me.
Is that a...
Am
I right? Am I right? I am right!
Oh,
it is a yokai!
Right.
Woohoo!
Anyways, just such a wonderful, like...
Oh, yeah.
It feels like this is what the designs for Throw and whatever that other one is.
Sock and Throw.
Sock and Throw.
Yeah, those
Hawk and Tua. Those dudes like where it's just a man.
Are you proud of yourself?
No, absolutely not. I've never been proud of myself. Thank you.
Yeah, they make a lot of Pokemon that are just well, and this one is more than that.
Yeah, this one really just reinterprets elements of a design that were at one point humanoid, but just makes them so differently. The way the arms like drape off the head as if it were like kind of hair.
Big.
It looks so natural. And like the way it's wearing a mask and you don't really see its true face, I think is really interesting.
Absolutely.
The sash adds like the exact right amount of color. The lack of legs, the way it just kind of floats around is really fun. The icy horns is really good. It's so nice. It's like the pose that it's always drawn in where it kind of covers itself to like sort of add to its mysterious appearance. It's just such a good ghost type. It's such a cool ice type. They use both of those elements to their absolute best. It just
something that I really like that may just be speculation, but the fact that its actual skin is purple as if it's been frostbitten is really cool, you know?
Yeah.
And also like the sash really like helps even out the design, otherwise it would be a bit top heavy. You know? It really adds something to the body.
The silhouette just has such perfect balance.
Yeah. The palette is really interesting. I don't think I would ever have picked this palette. And I would say that might be my first and probably only issue with it, is that the palette's a bit uncohesive. Which is all, like, it is supposed to be wearing an outfit, and you know, I get it. I get why.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think like a dark blue for the ribbon could be cool. I think what generation was this? Was this also Sinnoh or no?
I wouldn't be surprised. Actually, I don't think it was Sinnoh. It was the one like before or after Sinnoh.
Well, it wasn't the one before, because the one before was it was Sinnoh. Okay.
Oh well.
Yeah, because I remember the big snow area in the Sinnoh region at the north of the map. So like all Sinnoh Pokemon, they love their shapes. I think the pattern on the sleeves could be done better. I think, like, I also think it could go higher up, like maybe in the middle of the arm is where the blue stops, as opposed to just a little bit on the ends of the sleeves. You know, I know it's supposed to be like ice encrusted sleeve. This is just like balancing the colors a bit more is what I would.
I can see that.
Want, if anything. Again, it is great. I love the yellow sclera, the blue eye.
Yeah, the yellow sclera. Oh, dude, it draws so much attention to that face in such a good way, and like the face has such a cool shape about it. Honestly, it reminds me a little bit of how Aggron goes with like the very almost like masked appearance of how his head is.
Now, my brain just made a connection, and I don't know how to feel about it, but masked person with like purplish bluish skin, yellow sclera, and a blue eye is giving very Urizen.
That's just like you. That's just you.
No! Masked with they have the same eyes. She has Urizen's eyes.
This is not Virgil's daughter. I'll hear
I never said that it is.
Out.
Virgil doesn't have a daughter. This is a Pokemon. Are you stupid? I'm just saying I think that it's cool that they have
I'll do this stream by myself.
I do think the strongest part about the design is the ice horns. Like, so, like, chef's kiss.
Yeah.
The diamond cutout in the mask leaves me wanting. It's a little confusing. You know, I think something else could have been put there. Maybe like a red.
See that.
Maybe like a red symbol there to match the red bow, and then the bow could stay red, you know, just to add a little more of that warm color to it.
Yeah, I think
maybe the fingertips of the hands being purple to have more purple if we take that away, yada yada yada. You get it.
I think it would be smart to do. It's still smart to do as a cutout though, because if you just leave it there, it kind of it leans a little too much into the space that Cubone is.
Yeah, well, Cubone, Duskull, you know, Ice Gem. It could be a third gem. Ooh, like a red gem could be cool, like a ruby.
That would be really cool.
I also think of the Pokemon that we've talked about today, this is the one I would most love to see either a new evolution or a mega form or some new, like this but more. You know, I would be so interested in that.
Supposedly, next Pokemon game, it is slotted theoretically to get a Mega.
How are you feeling? Scared is what I'm.
Terrified. Yeah. I don't think they'll do. I don't think they'll do me right.
Yeah. Well, I don't. Lately, the designs have been pretty hit or miss. I mean, I did play Scarlet. And some designs were really fun. I'm here to say Gold Birdman with gummy worm hair. Miles, what are you talking about?
What's happening?
Also, Miles, we rated your Pokemon.
That's me. I'm Gold Birdman with gummy worm hair.
You do have gummy worm hair. Yippee! But yeah, Miles, we rated Chandelure. And honestly, we had I don't think we had anything bad to say.
Yeah, we could not muster even a single negative comment.
Yeah, they nailed it. They nailed it. How did you rate? I guess we're not giving scores, more so just kind of pick through the design.
We're just yapping.
Yeah, they nailed it. They said, let's make a ghostly Chandelure, and then they did it. There's nothing to say.
And it's gonna be cracked in game. You're right, stat wise, it is crazy.
But yeah, do we have anything to say else about Froslass? I just think she also has a sense of whimsy that a lot of Pokemon don't have. She has that yokai element to her.
Definitely.
Just in the design alone. Like, even if you don't know anything about it. She looks cool, mysterious, but she doesn't ever read as like sad or forlorn to me. She just seems like she's there and like may guide you someplace or not.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
To your doom at her whim.
Yeah. She's just a spirit, and I love that about her. Also, you can kind of see like the back of the head, a skosh, like the blue with the segmented lines.
Yeah.
I really love. We're not going to be looking at any 3D models because that's not fair to everybody. If we just did that. And anything else, so I don't like the Japanese snowball. I like Bisharp better because it inspired. Oh.
Inspired by cars on his light plates.
Froslass really selling that cold person. I don't know. She doesn't seem cold to me. She looks hesitant, if anything. She looks like she's anxious, and I would say for good reason.
Hesitant, or even perhaps if you take like the sort of mask to almost be like a little smile, almost like sly, like she's already outsmarted you.
I need to say that is always how I've taken it, as the mask being a smile. Like that's the part, and the mouth opens underneath it. I've always seen that as such. She has always looked like she's having like a coy smile, and again that adds to that whimsy. I love it. She's great. Alright. Let's have
what turns this? Let's make a bobblehead.
But yeah, she's delightful. Love her. A queen.
Oh yeah, in the decks I think that it is quite messy, Forget the name of the mask, but depending on how they perform returns, the mask could look happy, angry, or sad.
Oh, are we talking about in real life? The
what are we?
Play
Where
mask?
are we?
What's going on?
Whoa.
Hey everybody, let's lock in.
Whoa! Hey! Where am I?
Yeah, let's lock in. I'm gonna hide this layer, and as punishment for everybody getting off task, put Mr. Mime back up there.
Ooh, gladly.
I know what you're talking about.
Full opacity.
Yeah. Dragon, I know what you're talking about, but the issue is I don't know why you're talking about it. No! Everybody say something nice to the streamer, now! Say something nice or Mr. Mime gets bigger.
Weird. Kind of quietly.
Don't see a problem.
Don't see a problem.
A freak. That's a freak.
Now Mr. Mime's covering Horrid.
Ah! He's my fave white boy? Yeah, he is. That's a pretty good one, Jerry.
And now, he's a little smaller.
Yeah, meet our stretch goal of 10 compliments and get Mr. Mime out of here.
Stretch. You're a very great artist. Oh, and Mr. Mime gets a little smaller. It looks like he's resting on the box.
It does. He's our guest appearance. He's our guest.
Funniest person I've ever met. But Horrid, you know yourself.
What? Well, I was gonna say it besides me, but that counts as a compliment. I'm trying to help chat out.
3 times as big.
Honestly, top 5 fave friends, an amazing streamer.
That's a crazy thing to say. Amazing streamer.
Aw. Jerry said not just because of the mime.
Gives his life wisdom, also you suck.
That's what
Ooh.
Oh, well. No, Dak just wants big Mr. Mime, and I think he needs to seek help. Best streamer I've watched. Oh,
wow.
Luna!
Wow.
That's
Luna,
so
that's so kind of you to say.
Yeah, absolutely. The best Monster Hunter player ever.
That's not
fully
remotely
wrong.
true.
Now, I said tell him something nice, not lie to him.
Yeah, not lying.
Yeah.
I never beat Fatalis. I never beat Elatreon solo.
Have you seen Samurai with the horn? Are you kidding me? The buffs this man can produce? Good take in Pokemon designs and potential redesigns. I mean, hey, can't argue that one.
Yeah. Alright. I'm returning Mr. Mime's original size and taking him away.
Are we holding the chat hostage right now.
Well, I turned it off, so
I know,
so not
but
anymore.
were we? Were
a little bit?
But we were. Okay.
A little bit demanding compliments.
Do you think here is where you should end the recording, and then I want to do anything else in the stream?
Do think so. I think
Best
this is
Destiny 2 player. Wow.
That's crazy.
I'm canceling my installation of Destiny 2. Wow, Jerry.
Really good. Thanks for teaching more on D&D. Oh, thank you, Dak. I gotta get back into tabletops. Every day I've been thinking about Lancer.
Oh, not that one. Ooh, I can't run that one.
No, thinking about a world in which I'm running Lancer.
Yeah. I think because I know you were kind of jumping off of oh, I'm the first best.
I'm gonna stop the recording here. Anybody want to say something out of pocket before?
Say something to YouTube. Everybody say your favorite slur. Go.